3, 2, 1. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 props nominal. Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing weird startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying.
Falcon 9 has landed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
200 feet launch.
Well, good morning. As you can see, I've got my brand new ESAM 58, aka RAV6, aka ATV3. Anyway, I got a variety of rockets with me today, but I was itching to get this one in the air, so I've decided to do it first. I'm going to fly this later on again with a different setup, assuming all goes well on this flight. But this is the maiden flight on the ESAM 58, running on an E12-4. And to compensate for that tail weight, I've got the Jolly Logic 2 and the Ion up in the nose. And I did something silly. I was recently watching my friend Chris's video, and he mentioned that he's always forgetting to glue his launch lugs on. Well, I have the same problem with I forget to punch holes for my altimeter. And it's happened to me more than once, and I came out here today and there's no vent holes. So I have no idea what the altimeters are going to do. So bear with me, as I'll probably get some inaccurate readings. I'll get home and make some nice clean holes. But yeah, that's my problem, is I always forget to punch holes. This is not the first time I've done this, it's just the first time that I'm admitting to it. Anyway, so I've got that electronics on board. I've got the 30-inch parachute in there as well. So we are looking at completely blue skies. Winds are dead calm. I do have the Ion on board, so let's go ahead and arm it. And once we get the command, we will go. Igniter's armed. Okay. Again, skies are clear, winds are calm. ESAM 58 on an E12-4.
Altimeter ready for launch.
Okay, we are good to go. We are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
200 feet launch. 700 feet. High altitude.
Where is it?
796 feet.
Goodness gracious, 796. Straight as an arrow.
600 feet.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Feet.
The Ion's working. I assume that the Jolly Logic 2 is doing its job.
400 feet.
That was a beautiful climb. Just wish I had zoomed in a little bit better.
300 feet. Feet.
Getting closer. It's going to be a bit of a hike.
100 feet.
There's a little bit of wind up there apparently. It's drifting, but it's not too bad. Okay, we have touchdown. All right, let's go get it. Well, I'm pretty excited about that. That was a picture-perfect liftoff. Flew nice and straight. I did zoom in as it was going up, and that's, you know, I will say when rockets go so straight, they kind of get lost in their own exhaust smoke. It's really hard to track, and that's what happened there. I lost it at the tail end of the flight. I was really hoping to get the ejection, but my goodness, it went 800 feet. That is impressive. And to think I've designed this thing to eventually fly with the air start. Of course, it's going to be heavier, but if it maintains that stability, my goodness. And it'll be interesting to see how close the two altimeters are in proximity to each other based on the fact that there was no ventilation holes getting into the tube. But I will say it was reading altitude on the way up, as the voice was indicating. Oh, there's some coyotes out there. Let me see if I can zoom in on them. Where are they at? Where are they at? I see them with my... Oh, there it is. Look at that. And that's where we're headed. Well, I'm just gonna have to scare them off because they're right in line with the rocket. Just as long as I don't see the rocket in their teeth. I have not seen coyotes out here in a long time. I'll tell you what else I haven't seen out here in a long time is rabbits, jackrabbits. So I think the coyotes are kind of taking care of the rabbits. I've never seen two coyotes before. I've multiple times I've seen one, but I've never seen them in pairs. But they're wandering off the other way. They don't care to have a conversation with me, which I'm okay with. I don't think the rocket should be too much further out here. Where are you at? I'm walking right toward it because it's in line with one of those power line poles I see way off in the distance. Oh, there it is. There's the parachute. It looks like the fins are intact. Very nice. Altimeter's beeping. Beautiful. Make sure we don't have too many scuff marks on the fins. You know, little mark here and there. That's normal for this terrain. But beautiful. All right, that's the way to start off the day. Now you will see this rocket again later when we do an ACE test with it, but that's a good way to start right there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next up on the pad we've got the Estes Wildfire, and doing this in honor of my buddy Chris, who I mentioned on the last flight. And I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there, Chris. We all have our little nuances, so we all forget things. But anyway, in honor of you, here's my Wildfire. I hope you get a chance to fly yours soon. I look forward to seeing that flight. But no frills here. I'm running a, I believe it's a 15-inch parachute. It's the blue one from Max Q. I'm not sure on the size, to be honest with you. But anyway, no electronics, just the parachute and the streamer, which is the odd setup that the Wildfire calls for. So scanning the sky, skies are clear. A little bit of a breeze did pick up, so we may get some drift, but I'm running on a C65 motor, so we're gonna get up there. But so we are scanning the skies again. We're still clear. Igniter is armed. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous, and it's way up there, and I'm not getting it on camera. I'm so sorry. I'm really struggling today for some reason. Although it is hard to see a blue chute in a blue sky. There it is. You'd think that orange would pop out a little bit more visibly, but yeah, there's definitely some wind up there. We're getting the same drift that we got on the last flight. But another perfect ascent. Nice and straight. I'd say the 5-second delay was about right. Just hanging there. I may be able to retrofit that nose cone to accommodate an altimeter. I'll have to look at it. It's a little bit different design, but I'll play with it because I would love to know how high these things are going. Oh, it's out there. Is the ground anywhere in sight? There it is. Okay, my goodness. Okay, we have touchdown. Let me get my bearings here. Okay, let's go get it. Yep, I see the orange bit of the streamer as well. Definitely the rocket, so we got a good bearing for direction. And I would say I sure hope it landed soft, but as slow as that thing was coming down, I'm pretty sure it touched softly. Oh, the rocket is somewhat in a bush. It kind of caught one of the smallest bushes out here. That's pretty cool. All right, yeah, everything looks great. Yeah, the parachute is, or the rocket is kind of suspended there in a little dead bush. See what I'm talking about? That nose cone. It's an odd shape, and to cut a hole into it would be very difficult to fit a altimeter in there. So, not sure if it's doable or not. We'll see. But anyway, that was the Wildfire. Another successful flight. Moving on to the next one. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next up is a rocket I have not flown in a very, very long time. The Mini Mean Machine. It's been well over a year, maybe a year and a half, at least. But yeah, not a whole lot of flights on it, but it's a beautiful rocket. Flies good when it does fly. So today we're going to fly it on a C6-3, running the now this is the orange Max Q parachute, and I believe this is a 15-inch. So the blue one might have been a 20-inch, I'm guessing. But I'm also running the Jolly Logic 2 up in the little bay. I've got a little, I'm not sure if it can focus, but just under the tape there's a segment there. There's a little payload bay where I can keep an altimeter. And it barely fits, by the way, but it's in there. So we'll see how high we go. Skies are clear, winds are calm at the moment, so let's get airborne. Let's go. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go, and I captured it on camera too for the first time all day. Beautiful. Yeah, a blue rocket with a blue parachute would not have been the best idea, so I went with the orange one. It's coming down a little faster than it would with the blue, but it's a BT-20. It'd be kind of hard to get that larger chute in there anyway, so I think we made the right choice. A little bit of a wobble to it, but hopefully it'll land maybe in some soft sand or a bush or something gentle. All my rockets have been landing out there today too, so I've been putting in the miles on the old feet today. Getting closer. There we go. And touchdown. Okay, let's go get it. Okay, just walking up on the rocket. Again, I got a good direction. You know, whenever you fly and you land far out, kind of pan out with your camera, or just if you're not using a camera, just get a landmark in the distance where you can walk toward. Like for example, when it landed, there's the rocket. I noticed those 3 power lines up on that mountaintop. So as long as I walk toward those 3 power poles, I'm heading the right direction. And sure enough, it led me right to the rocket. So let's see. From a distance, everything looks good so far. The body tube is intact. Looks like, well, the fins that I see look good. I don't see any fins laying around. Yeah, I think everything looks good. Check the fins. Oh yeah, nice. Actually, look, I think we caught the only grassy patch in the whole desert. It's a little sandy grass patch. How about that? So yeah, the altimeter is going to be up in the nose bay there, so we'll get some data. Awesome. All right, another great flight. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last flight of the day, and we're definitely going to call it because the wind has picked up a little bit, so the breeze is definitely there. But we're running the ESAM 58 again, RAV6, and it looks the same, right? Well, that's an entirely different body tube there. That is the ACE unit, disguised to look like the ESAM body. But no, that is the ACE unit, and I'm running the ION and the RFC for data comparisons. Now, unfortunately, that last flight with the Mini Mean Machine, I guess it was the jolt of ejection, but the altimeter broke. The wiring to the screen snapped in half. I can't explain what happened, but anyway, so I can't pull any data off it. Maybe if I get a new screen, maybe I can try to extract the data. But anyway, that's what happened there. So I'm not flying it on this flight. Scanning the skies, we do have an airliner off in the distance, but it's going the other way. Again, the winds are what they are. I'm running a 30-inch parachute in the ace and a 30-inch in the backup on an E12.6, and I'm running the longer delay because I want the ace to do its job first. I'm also running this onboard camera, guys, is the one that I lost over, gosh, maybe 7 or 8 months ago. It's been sitting out in the desert, and I stumbled upon it the other day, cleaned it up, put a charge on the battery, and it's working. So I'll talk more about that later, but because I don't want to drain the battery out of it. But so that being said, oh, there's a lull in the wind. This is the time to do it. Okay, let me arm the altimeter. Okay, we should be good to go. Yeah, the wind is good right now. Okay, E12.6, running the ace unit with a 30-inch parachute.
Altimeter ready for launch.
Okay, there we have it. We are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
300 feet.
There's the ace.
High altitude 333 feet.
And the-
200 feet.
And the backup. Everything worked.
100 feet.
Beautiful. There's that wind again, but we're okay. Just touch down softly, please. All right, we got touchdown. Let's go get it. Hey, the rocket's not far away either. So you could definitely tell the weight difference. It kind of lumbered off the pad, but it went fairly straight, arced over, the ace deployed, and then we had the backup deploy after that. Both chutes came out, both chutes did their job. We got 333 feet on the Ion, so we'll compare it to what the RFC shows here in a bit. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the rocket body itself looks okay. Okay, and then the ace, that landed here in a bush. And let's check our alignment marks. Well, let me turn off the camera. Good, it's still recording. Nice. Yep, our alignment marks are off. You can see that. So the ace did its job. That is so cool how we can decorate it to look like the original rocket. That is so cool. All right, guys, you know what? Again, the winds are picking up a little bit, so we're calling it for the day. But we were 4 for 4 today. Everything I wanted to test worked, with the exception of maybe the Jolly Logic altimeter braking on us, but we'll get that fixed. What an awesome day. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.
Eight.